Hey, welcome back to Scorpion Insights. I'm Jamie Adams, joined again by my favorite Brit here at Scorpion, Mr. James Marshall. James, Jolly-O.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. There's nothing better than a Cheerio or a Jolly-O from a real Brit. There's just nothing better. So, James, you've been here for 7 years. Again, you work with family law attorneys exclusively here at Scorpion.
Yep.
So, big question for you that I know is going to be of interest to all the family law attorneys and practices and employees of those businesses watching this video. What are the most successful family law attorneys doing from a marketing perspective that maybe the less successful are not doing? And when I say successful, I mean the ones that they're growing. They're adding more lawyers to their firm because their case loads are getting bigger.
Yep.
They're growing their revenue. That's what I mean by successful. So, like, what are those firms doing that maybe the ones that aren't as successful are not doing?
I believe that those types of firms, family law firms, they're seeing themselves as a business first and then lawyers or attorneys second.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
And along with that, they're investing more money, but in a, I'd say, data-driven and smarter way than any of the other firms around them.
I've got a lot of attorneys in my family, friends who are attorneys, most of who are in the smaller practice realm. They very much see themselves as like, yeah, I'm an attorney, right? Like, it's me, and I've got somebody that answers the phone. I've got a business, I've got a brand, and my service is family law.
Yep.
Right. So makes perfect sense. Because they see themselves as a business first, they think more about typical business things. One of the key things about any business that's growing, one of the key component of growth is marketing.
Yep. 100%.
So what you're saying is, okay, because they see themselves as a business first, they know the value of marketing. They're willing to spend more money in marketing, but they're not just kind of spending to spend. They're actually measuring what they're spending, where they're spending it, and they're using actual data to kind of understand and maybe move money around based on what's working to actually drive cases.
100%. I've seen family law firms, and not in my clients, but guys that are spending double what my clients are, but in a really wasteful and ineffective way.
Got it.
And their growth pattern has been pretty
flat.
Yeah, pretty flat compared to the guys doing it strategically, properly. Their growth has been pretty like a hockey stick almost. So it is about doing things intelligently and properly if you really do want to see, be, as I said, one of those more premium or bigger firms in the market.
What about, let me ask you another question, like around this concept of brand, right? So, I know brand is a word that kind of gets thrown around pretty loosely sometimes. Sometimes people think of it as just a logo or your colors or your cute little tagline, right? But brand is obviously a lot more than that. But how do family law attorneys, especially the successful ones, how do they think about brand? Like as part of like their growth strategy, as part of their value proposition to the types of clients or cases they're trying to attract?
Well, I think once you get your brand consistent across multiple different channels, so your website looks the same as an ad banner on a news article you're reading about family law.
And
you
or
see
a billboard.
Or a billboard or any of the above.
And
once you get that consistency, and you obviously want to market yourself towards your ideal types of clients.
Right.
So maybe that is, in most cases, these larger firms are going to want to attract a more affluent clientele. That is when you start building that online brand and everyone can see, oh, they're working with this guy, this attorney's handling this type of case, they're making more revenue. You start attracting that clientele naturally as well as online.
Makes perfect sense. So a couple of really important insights around what the most successful firms are doing. Number one, they see themselves as a business first, and the service or product that they sell is family law. Number two, they're willing to invest more money because they see themselves as a business, and obviously a key component of any business is marketing if you want to grow. So they're willing to make the investment, but they're doing it more intelligently or wiser than maybe other firms that are just...
And that is key. Intelligently.
Well, I mean, look, we talked to a lot of business owners. In your case, you talked to a lot of family law practices who are willing to spend the money and in some cases are spending the money, but they don't have any idea of what that money is actually generating in terms of leads or cases or any of those things, right? So
a lot of the people I speak to have no idea of attribution. They're just spending. They're making a return on that money, so they're happy, but they could be making a way better return and at the same time building way faster as well. So.
Well, that's another insight that'll be coming your way soon, is actually talking about how to spend money more intelligently. But they're spending money, they're doing it from a data-driven perspective, and also they're obviously investing in and they're thinking about their brand in the marketplace.
Yes.
Love it, James. That was awesome. So there you have it. You just learned what some of the most successful family law attorneys and firms are doing to grow their practice and invest in marketing in a smart way, a data-driven way. Awesome insights. James, thanks again for joining us today.
Pleasure.
Thank you for coming and showing up for Scorpion Insights. There'll be more where that came from. Until next time, we hope you have a great day.